think it's sunk in. I think it just still feels quite amazing, the honour of it all. I think all the finalists when we're in Canberra, getting to know each other and what everybody does and what fields everybody does it in, and just really proud to be part of that group, to be honest, to represent our states in all those 4 different categories, and that in itself is a lot to be proud of. And for us 4 lucky winners on Saturday night to be named Australian of our Year in each of those categories, we're all just blown away by it all, to be honest.
And have you had a bit more thought as to how you want to use it and what you're going to do this year?
Yeah, not really. I think I can do as much or as little as I want with it, and I think for me it's all about balance. And I don't forget, it would have been nice to stay at the tennis and watch the tennis last night, but I got to be here at 7 o'clock this morning for training, and that's my job. But I'm continue to lead the charge with encouraging those conversations about racism and standing up for what I believe in, and whatever opportunity I can to talk to young kids in schools, to talk to businesses out there, I'll take those opportunities when it fits in with my schedule.
Do you feel it comes with the great responsibility then?
I think when you look at a person like Ida Buttrose and the fantastic role she was able to do and raising the awareness of dementia last year and the funding she's been able to get over that year, you can do absolutely whatever you want with it. And I think that's the best thing about the award, is that it's a great platform to continue to do the fantastic work you're doing. And I look forward to doing that. And the Australian Day Committee are fantastic people, and to have a guy like Adam Gilchrist, chairperson, who understands what it's like to be a professional athlete, he gets it, and the other people that support him. I really look forward to working with them and finding opportunities to use it as a great platform going forward.
You touched on balance, and I guess the real challenge for you this year is going to be making the most of this opportunity and what you've achieved and what you've got ahead of you this 12 months off the field, but also committing to this. Do you find, mentally, are you prepared for a massive 12 months, and is that a massive challenge to do both?
Yeah, I think it's nothing I haven't sort of dealt with before, having lots of responsibilities. So balance is always key, and football will always come first, because that's my job. And I'm out of contract in this year, so I really want to make this a really big season for me. I only played half a season last year, and I'm really disappointed about that. So I really want to make sure I give myself every opportunity to be the best I can on the footy field. But saying that, this is a really important year for me to use this platform, and I'm going to take those opportunities when I can to talk out and talk about things that I'm passionate about. And hopefully that'll balance each other out and result in a good year. And even after the year's finished, it's not as if I'm going to hang the boots up both in football and with my work off the field. It's something that's going to continue on for years to come.
You might go back to back, mate.
Back to back might be nice. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
What was the response of your teammates?
Yeah, the boys are just so proud. It's so nice to walk in today and everyone come up, and you can just see how proud they are of me as a person, but as one of their teammates as well. And it's so nice. You can just see how much they look up to me and all of us older players in the team. And it's just quite rewarding to feel that love when you come in early in the morning.
I saw you were wearing the red and white at the ceremony. Do you think, and do you reflect on what role the Swans have in your achievement?
Yeah, definitely. It's something I spoke about a few years ago at the jumper presentation about finding my culture and something to belong to and believe in, and how I was an elder of our culture at the Swans and being entrusted as being in the leadership group to pass on that knowledge and skill that I have in the football sense. So there's no doubt that the culture we started under Paul Roos and continuing on now through Johnny Longmire and our leadership group, it's definitely given me the confidence, the strength, a set of behaviours to live by well after my football career will be finished.
You mentioned what Ida Buttrose did for dementia last year and getting more funding. Is that something that you're interested in doing?
Yeah, I think for me it's more about awareness, and especially around the Racism It Stops With Me campaign, and educating people about what is acceptable, what isn't, the effects of casual racism and how we still accept that in society, and to encourage people and to talk about ways that we can actually have conversations to eliminate it, to have those uncomfortable conversations, because they're going to be conversations with friends, with strangers, with family members. So to be able to do that, it takes a lot of courage, but to do it in the right way so that the message can get brought across, and it's in a way of caring about that relationship and talking to them about, look, that's unacceptable behaviour. I care that, when you're around me, not to have comments like that.
On a football note, how's the injury going, and will you be there round one?
Yeah, look, it's going fantastically well. I've been running for the last 5 weeks now, and I'm really keen to get out there and do some skills with the players. It feels like it's been so long that I've done that, and I'm feeling really fit, and I'm just looking forward to going on camp tomorrow with the boys up to Coffs Harbour, and hopefully in the next week or two I'll be out there doing some skills.
Have you thought any more about your future and what might happen at the end of this season?
Yeah, I've had discussions with the club, and we've decided that we'll wait till the end of the year to talk about contracts, so that's nothing to worry about there, which is good, because it means that I can focus on my body and just playing a healthy season, hopefully, and from the club's point of view, we can just have that conversation at the end of the year.
Mentally, do you approach it like it could be your last year?
I think you should approach every year like it's your last year, that's how you keep driving yourself. You don't look past the year you're in anyway, to be honest, and when you get to grand final day, I'm always there, whether hopefully I'm on the inside of the MCG, but I'm always there watching, and you always feel that pain if you are there watching. So this is another season where I've got another opportunity to get back to the MCG, and that's the goal for me, is to be part of another successful team.
Adam, there has been some criticism within the Indigenous community of the award and your acceptance of it. What do you say to people who say that it might be a bit tokenistic? Do you think that you can make a difference with your acceptance of this award?
Yeah, I think I was nominated for New South Wales Australian of the Year. I can honestly tell you I didn't nominate myself, so I was so proud to be New South Wales Australian of the Year, and I actually didn't pick the Australian of the Year either, so as you can tell by my actions over the last 2 days, I'm so proud. I don't think it's tokenistic. I think it's a fantastic thing to give to 4 people each year, a hero, a young Australian, a senior Australian, and the Australian of the Year. All the finalists that were there in Canberra, I guarantee you they wouldn't think that it's tokenistic in any way. It's a great reward for all the hard work and all the work that all of the finalists and all the people that were being nominated this year, they do off their own back. They don't do it for the recognition. They do it because that's their passion, that's what they love doing. They want to see change, they want to help other people, and I think that's the clear message about what Australia Day awards are, and the people that get nominated, they really deserve that pat on the back and that acknowledgement.
You've won premierships, you've won 2 Brownlows. Where does this rank amongst those achievements?
Yeah, those awards are based on the skills that I have and the profession that I play in, and to win an award based on the things you choose to do because you love doing them, to help other people, that's quite a nice honour in itself. You don't go out there to win awards. Every year you go out there to win premierships, but you don't go out there to win New South Wales Australian of the Year or to win Australian of the Year. That acknowledgement is just very humbling, and the 4 of us last night sitting at the tennis just kept looking at each other, and we just couldn't believe the experience and that honour.
You spoke about the AFL. They've done a really good job getting rid of or reducing racism in the AFL. And you talked about casual racism. Is there any casual racism in the AFL or on the field?
Not that I know of on the field, because I would have definitely stopped that. But I think the casual racism for me is more at barbecues. It's at social events. It's walking in the street. You know what I mean? It's that stuff that people think's funny, and certainly isn't, and people take offence to it, and I think we've all been in situations where we have heard things like that, and what I'm trying to do is encourage people to actually have that conversation about, hey mate, that's unacceptable, it's a bit off, appreciate you not having those type of comments around me.
What changes are you going to enact during your year as Australian of the Year?
I'm not going to change doing anything that I'm going to do, whether I was Australian of the Year or not. I'm going to continue standing up for what I believe in, keep talking about the issues that are true to my heart, and things that have affected me in my upbringing to this point in time, and hopefully through my experiences and my conversations that can help other people do the same thing.
Just quickly on footy again, obviously you weren't on the field for the whole session. What's training consist of at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment I had a bit of an off day, had a bit of a big weekend this weekend, so the footy club just looking after me, which was nice. I was just downstairs in the dungeon doing a couple off legs, and I'll go do a swim this afternoon. So yeah, just a nice little rest day today after a big weekend.
Just a final one. What did it mean to your family?
Yeah, you saw Mum there, and you know, she was just blown away. It was so good to see how happy and proud she is, and you know, it's well documented how tough Mum's life is, and I think these things along the way just make her so proud and honoured for the sacrifices that she's made for us three boys, and she's done such a fantastic job with us. And you know, there's no other person I'd rather have there on the night, and she was able to meet all the other finalists, and yeah, I've never seen her like that before. She was just so proud of them as well, like they were her kids as well, so it was nice.
You had some pretty strong comments last year about Buddy needing to prove himself to the playing group. Has he managed to do that in pre-season?
Yeah, it's amazing how those comments that I said got reflected like that. I just said that Buddy, when he came to the football club, needed to earn the respect of the players, and he's certainly done that through his hard work and training, and I've been really happy with the way he's approached the training. You can tell he's just like any new player that's come to our footy club over the years. They're coming in and absorbing the culture, and it's great to see that he's working hard, he's getting fit, and he's just joined in skills this week, which is a really good bonus for him, because we really want to get that forward line structure working well by the time we start round one.
Having seen him in training, what are you hoping that he's going to do?
Haven't seen, yeah, I've seen him on the running track, I've seen him downstairs in the gym, so I've seen him on the field plenty of times. He offers a lot. He's a fantastic athlete, can take high marks, can kick goals from anywhere, so I'm really looking forward to expecting everything. You know, it's amazing an athlete like that can produce some pretty special things out there, but I think the things that we want him to work on as a football club is forward pressure and making sure he competes well in the air, and that's as simple as it'll be for his role, I would have thought.